Hi, my name is Renee Ali, student number ALL80097. It's my student card. This is my practical for individualised support and working with mental health. This is Ethan, my volunteer, who will be playing the character of Pierre Lyman. And Ethan, I just have to ask that you give your permission to be recorded today.
Of course.
Hi Pierre.
Hello.
My name's Renee. I will be your counsellor today.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you also. How are you today?
Not too bad.
Doing alright?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you find the centre okay?
Yeah, it was a bit hard because I couldn't find any parking, to be honest, around this place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, for next time, we do actually have parking at the back of the centre.
Oh.
You've just got to take the side street, which is Widget Road. And then it's the first driveway on the left. So for next time,
Cool.
you
Thanks.
should there's parking in there for clients. So, Pierre, let's begin our session today. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? How old are you?
So I'm 32 years old.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, 32. And what do you do for work? Pierre, do you work?
Yeah, so right now I have an office job.
Okay.
Currently working as an accountant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, that sounds good. So just write that down if you don't mind me taking notes during our session.
Cool.
So, accounting?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it's my understanding, Pierre, that you've been referred to me by your case manager, Sam Smythe,
Correct. Yep.
and you're currently on an individualised plan?
Yes.
Okay. So, I've taken the liberty of making a copy for you so we can run through this plan together. Does it sound okay to you?
Awesome.
Just
Yeah.
go through all the details together?
Thank you.
Okay. So you're currently seeing Sam Smythe at the Hillside Case Management Services Centre?
Yep. Correct.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, and you're currently still residing in Hillside?
Yep.
So, yeah, and do you want to just confirm that your mobile number is correct on there?
Yep.
Yeah?
Sure. All good. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
that's
that's yeah. Okay, and you've listed your mother down, Rima Lyman, as your emergency contact. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so there's a few areas of concern that we've got here to address, Pierre. So let's just start off with the post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yep.
What do you currently have in place for that at the moment?
So at the moment I have been prescribed. So I'm with this mental health care manager. Yep.
Like a psychologist?
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Him. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Him.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I was prescribed medication to assist with my PTSD symptoms.
Also, yeah,
Yeah,
post-traumatic
yeah.
stress
And I'm working
disorder,
with Yeah, and like you said, I'm working with psychologist Sean Martin.
Mhm.
I also want to address like the long-term anxiety and stress-related issues as well, though. So
Okay.
that's why I want to come to you.
Alright.
I've been referred here.
Let's start off. Can you tell me a little bit more about the post-traumatic stress, if you don't mind discussing it with me?
That's alright.
Can you just tell me how you feel this came about?
Yeah. So, pretty much 9 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
I was involved in like a hostage situation actually.
Okay.
So I was just during my work break, I
Mhm.
went to the bank
Yep.
just to withdraw some money because I had to, pay bills, get it done.
Yep.
And then as I was withdrawing from the ATM, there was actually a robbery in the bank,
Okay.
and then I became the hostage of that robbery.
Wow.
And pretty much, in the end, I was okay, and like I was rescued and everything. But it kind of left me with this issue that I'm having now, the PTSD.
Okay.
And I'm already pretty anxious in those environments as it is, so it
Okay.
made it even worse.
So that sounds like a horrific thing to go through. Pierre, it wouldn't have been easy for you.
Yeah.
And you said it happened about 9 months ago?
Yeah, correct. And also, like, when I was young, I've always had this kind of mild anxiety.
Okay.
Yeah, in social situations. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you feel the anxiety comes on when you're in like a social setting, like when you...
Yes.
Yeah.
So pretty much whenever the center of attention is me, and in that situation, clearly
It was
that was
you.
definitely me.
Yeah.
speeches, talking to groups of people, anything like that. That's what usually
triggers it for you.
Yeah. It triggers whenever that is the situation I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you feel that seeing the psychologist has been helping you, like with the medication?
Yeah, definitely.
And the treatment of the psychologist, so you feel that is assisting you somewhat?
Yeah.
Okay. And you just mentioned earlier that since your childhood you'd get feelings of mild anxiety.
Yeah.
Can you describe a situation to me where, you know, that occurred for you? Like one that stands out that you can remember?
Well, actually, there was a previous job interview. Oh, wait, no, sorry, when I was younger?
Yeah, when you were a child.
My bad. Okay, so
no, that's fine.
Obviously when you're in school, you have a lot of presentations.
Okay.
And there was this one time where I had to present to the whole school.
Okay.
It was because of something that I had done that, like, I was pretty much acknowledged for.
Mm-hmm.
I had to give a speech about it. And I buckled in the assembly stage.
Yeah.
In front of easily like 100 people.
Okay.
And so that really got me that night. Yeah.
It kind of set you back a little
Yeah.
bit. So can you tell me in that moment, Pierre, what are some emotions that came up for you? What were you feeling on the inside?
Like I just wanted to get out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I felt kind of trapped because I'm stuck there in front of all these people and I have to talk to them through a microphone.
Mm-hmm. So
helplessness.
what are some feelings that you felt in that moment? Like were there
Fear.
fear?
Fear,
Okay.
yeah. Constriction.
Constriction?
Yeah. Locked into that place and everything.
So they were all like your internal emotions that you were feeling.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you remember a time at all, Pierre, in your childhood or even in your adulthood growing up, where you were the centre of attention, but you did really well?
Well, actually, yeah, the way that I've gotten my job currently as an accountant, the job interview, I think I did really well in it. It was a group interview.
Right.
But I prepared well enough, and I felt like, you know, I did my best and everything, and being more prepared helps me, actually,
Okay.
I feel like. Yeah.
All right. Excellent. So, how would you describe now to me how you communicate with people face to face?
So I'm okay with one-on-one interactions, but
Yeah.
yeah, group interactions, that's where there's a struggle. But also, like, I've got these problems, you know, like with finding a partner, things like that. Because it's my social phobia. I do have that problem. So obviously, like, even though it's one-on-one with a girl, it's something new and different to me.
Right.
I find a lot of fear in that.
Okay.
And, like,
so you feel like the anxiety comes on.
yeah, I
when you
struggle
think of,
in that aspect. Yeah, those kinds of situations. It doesn't just have to be group. It can be, you know, like that.
Right.
Also with my job.
Okay. So tell me how it affects your job.
Yeah, so I always avoid the higher ups just because I'm always, you know, the social phobia is, it gets to me.
Mm-hmm.
And of course you create these, what's the word, you know, when you put them higher up, obviously the higher up,
Right.
you don't want to fail or you don't want to say something wrong in front of them,
Okay.
and then that makes me anxious and I don't even bother trying to talk to them. So that I think might be holding me back in my
Right.
career, because then obviously I won't get any promotions or anything if I'm not speaking to these people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's that.
Right. So. Okay. Excellent. All right. So, if you have a look at your plan here, Pierre, if we just go down to the section of goals.
Yep.
Sam's noted down that you know, it is a goal of yours that you would like to address and control your social anxiety. Can I just confirm that is correct with you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to be able to engage in day-to-day interactions with new people without discomfort or concern of being judged?
Yep.
Okay. Is that a big one for you? Do you often feel judged?
Yeah, I think that's the whole reason I didn't want to talk to higher ups, and still at the moment I don't, because I'm still not fully, you know,
Okay.
out there.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're basing that on, just so to confirm, you're basing that on how you feel inside,
Mm-hmm.
as well as others' reactions to
Yeah, because I feel like
what you're going to say, or
yeah,
okay,
because I feel they have more importance than me.
Okay.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
and you'd also like to learn adaptive stress management techniques and time management skills. So,
Yeah.
are we relating time management skills to work or just in general?
Yeah, that's another thing I didn't actually mention. Like my
Okay.
time management skills are pretty lacking. I feel like
Yep.
because I feel stressed when I do most of the things that I do at work
Okay.
because I don't really assign time properly to certain activities and I kind of wing it.
Okay.
Yeah. Same before I get to work and after. Well, not so much after, but before I get to work, getting to work is kind of a struggle. I stress out a lot.
Stress out. Okay.
Yeah.
And also you would like to learn some stress management techniques. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about everyday general.
Yep.
General. Okay. Right. So can you tell me, Pierre, how often do you do online gaming and reading? Because I noticed you've listed that down, or Sam's listed that down as your likes.
I pretty much, every night after work, I'll go home and I'll play games,
Mhm.
and then I'll read before I go to sleep.
Okay. So
For like an
does that
hour.
calm you down? You feel, or it's just something that you enjoy doing?
I think it helps. Yeah.
It helps.
It
Okay.
temporarily. Yeah.
Right.
For the night, I'm good, and then the next day back to normal.
And then we've got here listed down that your dislikes are social events and large amounts of people.
Yep.
Obviously due to what you're struggling through at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Understandable. Alright, so what I'm going to discuss with you, Pierre, because I did read your case before you came in, and I thought I'd just note down a few points on what's been happening with you, but I thought I'd discuss it with you first because obviously I want you to be a part of our counselling session together, and obviously I've got to create a counselling plan for you.
Yep.
But I want you to understand that you're totally in control. If you disagree with anything that I'm saying, please let me know, and we can alter it to what suits you. Does that sound fair enough?
Yep. All good.
Yeah. Okay. So, what I feel, Pierre, with the social anxiety, because I just feel that you're disqualifying your positive aspects. What I'm saying is, you've had moments in a social setting where you've done really well, but you let the anxiety take over, and then you forget those times where you've done really well, and all you can think to yourself is basically, I don't want to make a fool of myself. So you start to get those emotions of, you I think, what did you mention here? Fear, constriction.
Yeah.
Right? So you're disqualifying the positives of, telling yourself that I might actually do really well
That's true. Yeah.
in a social setting. So what I can suggest for you, Pierre, if it's something that you're willing to try, is creating an objective goal for yourself. Now, what I mean by objective is something you plan to do and achieve. So that's basically, the objective is to get the task done, which is speaking up in a social setting, whether it be at work, whether it be in a social, like going out with your friends, or... So the task at hand is to actually make 3 comments during, say, a work meeting or a social environment.
Okay.
Right? And rather than focusing on the emotions that you're feeling on the inside, because remember, other people are not able to physically see those emotions that are building up inside of you. What we're going to do is try to control those emotions and focus on the task at hand, which is speaking up.
Okay.
How does that sound to you so far?
Sounds good. Yeah.
And what you're doing is focusing on your performance in that moment, and not basing anything on other people's reactions towards you. You're just focusing on your performance and your performance only. And what that also does, it takes less focus off other people and more focus onto you within your performance. And also it disputes any negative thoughts which may undermine your performance as a person. Does that sound like something you'd be capable of doing? So that's just one task I thought I'd have for the social anxiety for you to try.
You think it would help? Yeah.
Well, it's an experiment. Let's see how you go with it.
Yeah.
Feel free to take notes on that as well, Pierre. You can say, just note down how you were feeling in that moment, or if there's anything else that you'd like to let me know. Or if you feel that you're not capable of doing it, then you can let me know as well.
I'll try.
You'll give it a go? Yep.
Forward.
Okay. The other thing that I think with the social anxiety that we should do is to try to change any negative thoughts or challenge them. So, instead of thinking, if I speak up, I'm going to make an absolute fool of myself, which is an irrational thought. We're going to bring you back and try to get you to think in a rational way. So to have rational thoughts. So a rational thought would be like, I've done this before, it wasn't so bad, I'm going to give it my best shot. That's a rational thought. So do you see
Yeah.
the irrational from the rational?
Yep.
You can see that? So the same would apply to dating, Pierre. So asking somebody else, I'm not sure of your sexual preference, is it male or female? Female, okay. So asking a female out, you could either think to yourself, if I ask this girl out, she's going to say no. That's an irrational thought, because there's a 50% chance that she could say yes. So what you're doing there, by challenging your negative thoughts, is you're creating a little bit of leeway.
Yeah.
Do you see? So a rational thought would be, if I ask this girl out, she might say yes.
Big difference.
Big difference, yeah. But
Yeah.
to just tell yourself automatically that she's going to say no, you're automatically shutting yourself down.
Yeah, true.
And you're letting the negative thought win. Do you see?
Yep.
Yeah. Now, do you think that's something that you can do, is just challenge for me one negative thought throughout the next week?
Yeah, I'll try.
Do you think that's something you're capable of doing? Should we include that into your plan?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, because what I can see, Pierre, is that your PTSD has caused a lot of trauma in your life.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And that's, of course, led to you feeling stressed out. It's led to your social anxiety. And in your case, you were suffering from the anxiety as a young child, and now the hostage situation has just exacerbated that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That definitely worsened it.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Now, in terms of your adaptive stress management techniques, now we often deal with stress in different ways. Like some people get angry, some people just shut down, So what I thought you could try is just a few simple exercises throughout the next week, Pierre.
Yep.
And just see how you go. If you're not comfortable with doing any of them, please let me know now. We won't include them in your plan.
Okay.
But these are just things that have helped people along, their journeys with stress. So one would be deep breathing, but while focusing on a calmer state. So imagining yourself out of that stressful situation into a calmer state, and then taking deep breaths in, holding them, and then exhaling. I think that's something you could try.
Yeah, I've tried a bit of it before. I'll
You
try
have?
it again.
Yeah? Okay, how did you feel that it went for you?
Definitely helped a bit.
It helped?
But maybe I have to really focus though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was kind of...
It's so easy to get
Yeah.
caught up in the moment when
Exactly.
you're stressed out. You're getting aggressive, you're getting angry, you're getting... there's so many emotions that come up. Sometimes you just don't know how to control them. And that's human. It's human nature. But, so the next thing I thought we could try, I'm not sure if you like music.
Definitely.
Definitely a music person.
Definitely.
Well, that's a bonus, because music can be uplifting and it also relaxes the mind.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I think that would be a good thing. Next time you're feeling in the car, you were saying?
Yep.
Definitely turn on, put on a song that really gets you going, and try to focus yourself once again in a calmer state.
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing that helps is exercising. So I'm not sure if you exercise.
I do, yeah.
You do? Do you
Yep.
go every day, or how often would you say you exercise?
Probably not every day. Every now
Okay.
and then, yeah.
Well, exercising also reduces mental fatigue,
Oh,
and it improves concentration.
I'll probably start a little
Yeah.
more often then, yeah.
So that's another one
For
that
sure.
really works. And the other thing that I find helps is actually to just detach yourself from stress, but with gratitude. So in saying, in that moment you're stressed out, you think life's not fair, but then you focus on gratitude and the well-being that you actually do have as a person.
True.
So rather than thinking like your life's not fair, your life's horrible,
Look at what I do have.
Look at what you do have. Yeah. So focus in on that as opposed to what you don't have in that moment. So out of those 4 techniques, I want you to try 2. Which 2 do you think you're most likely to try, Pierre? Feel comfortable with?
The deep breathing and you said music counts? Yeah. Probably music.
Music, yeah. Oh, you sound like a big music lover.
Yeah.
So what music are you into, Pierre?
R&B,
R&B, hip hop, yeah.
Bit of everything.
You think you'd say you do that daily?
Daily, yep.
Yeah. Okay, excellent.
Now I'm glad to hear I can do it more. No.
Of course, yeah. Why not? Like I said, it's uplifting and it relaxes the mind. So keep that.
Yeah, I actually didn't know about that, but now that you mention it, it does. Like when I do listen to music, you can tell.
Yeah.
You feel better.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So let's move on to time management skills now. Time management, you know, our lives can get so busy. You've got your personal life, do you work full time?
Full time.
Full time, yeah. So it's hard to juggle at times, and it does, you know, we're human, we're going to get stressed out. We can't always get everything done that we want to get done. That stresses us out even more.
Yeah.
Then we stress out about the stress that we're feeling, and it just keeps going on and on. It's like a rotating roster. I totally understand. But there are a few ways that we can try to control that, right? So I find this helps me, and you can tell me if you think it would be something that you can implement into your daily life. Okay?
Sure.
So one being making a 7-day schedule.
7 days?
7 days.
Yeah.
Or do you want to just do it working days, like Monday to Friday? Do you think that would help you better? Because the weekends you've sort of got free, right?
True, yeah. Maybe.
Okay,
just
so
the weekdays
7-day schedule and try to stick to it.
Yeah.
Each day I want you to try to stick to that schedule that you've written down. But at the same time, I want you to prioritise your tasks. So being from, most important to least important. Because sometimes you'll notice those little things that you think you need to get done, you don't really need to get them done. They're not as important as your main priorities.
True.
Right? Set boundaries. So what I mean by that is don't allow anyone to interfere with your schedule. If you've set this out and this is what you want to do, don't allow outside forces to come in, such as your friends.
I do. I'm bad with that.
You're bad with that? Yeah. So give me an example, Pierre.
Anything, honestly, like if I set my mind to it and then someone asks me to go out for drinks or something like that, obviously,
so
just
you'll
the
chuck
close
your
friends,
priorities to the side and you'll go off for a drink.
Yeah,
See what I'm saying about prioritising? Yeah. Okay. And then account for distractions. So remember that not everything is always going to go to plan the way that you want it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not always going to stick to your schedule, so account for that. Maybe allow a little bit of leeway in between each task of, hey, what if I'm 10 minutes late? What if I'm 15 minutes late? Account for those moments. Does that make sense to you so far?
Yeah.
All right. The other thing is don't hesitate, don't procrastinate. If you don't overthink things. If you want to get it done, or you said in your schedule, I'm going to get this done today, get it done today.
Just do it.
Yeah. Don't analyze it, don't overthink it, just do it. But if you have any spare time, let's say you've finished, Monday's tasks, you've noted them down and you've finished them all and you've got some spare time.
Yeah.
Move on to Tuesday's tasks and see what you can get done on Monday for Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's going to allow you a little bit more free time on the Tuesday, less stress for you. But I'm saying to you, only if you've got a bit of spare time. Yeah. That way you're always staying ahead of your schedule.
That'd be a lot better than what I'm like now.
So these are just little things that we can do in our everyday lives to help us deal with the stress management. With the time management, sorry.
Yeah.
And also the other thing I should have mentioned to you, Pierre, with the stress management, because I just remembered, is often, we find ourselves getting aggressive and in the moment and we tend to lash out. Rather than lashing out, the other option is you could just leave the situation, maybe go for a walk, and then try the deep breathing. then come back into the situation in a calmer state and respond the way that you would actually want to respond as opposed to just in the moment.
That makes sense, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So do you think, is there anything that you disagree with here that we shouldn't add into your plan? Because I believe Sam would like me to work with you for 8 weeks. And these are all things that, it doesn't mean that you have to get all of this done because, you know, I'm giving you a lot of homework in 1 week. These are things that we can work on over the next 8 weeks together as a team.
Right.
So is there anything that you disagree with there, or?
I think I can just try and then see how it goes.
See how you go.
Because it's 8 weeks, right?
No
So,
promises. Just whatever you feel comfortable with doing.
yeah,
Does that sound, yeah?
Yeah, I'll just kick it off and then see how we go, and then we can just change it up, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so excellent. So what I'm going to do is I'll draw up our counselling plan and I'll add it into your individualised plan.
Okay.
I'll send a copy to Sam Smythe, your case manager, and also what was your psychologist's name? I'll take a note of that. Sean.
Yeah.
So Sean will also be getting a copy of my counselling plan with you.
Yep.
Now, I've just got to ask you, Pierre, because I've got noted down here that you've given consent for your mother to be involved in all aspects of your plan and support activities. So would you like me to send her a copy of the plan also?
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
And what about, do you think you're comfortable with having her sit in with, like, in a session with us together, or do you feel more comfortable on your own?
Again, we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah?
I think I should be fine. Yeah, because I do want
Alright.
to be a
If you're
part of it.
comfortable with having her here during the next session, then when you call in to make your next appointment, let the girls know out the front, you know,
Okay.
that you'll be bringing in your mum.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else that you'd like to ask me today, Pierre? What do you think?
I think you've covered everything. Yeah.
Yeah? Is everything pretty much straightforward?
Yeah.
What we're going to be working on over the next few weeks together?
Yeah, I think I just gotta get it going now and then see how we go.
Yeah.
And if anything comes up, I'll let you know.
Alright.
Yep.
Excellent. So, I think we've covered everything. Let me just make sure. Yeah. Alright, so let's give that a go. So you're not overwhelmed as well, Pierre, how about we work on, for this week, the social anxiety?
Yeah.
How about that? We'll do the social anxiety first,
Sure.
and then we
makes
can
sense.
go, once you've got that under control, we can move on to the stress management and time management skills. How does that sound?
Okay.
Alright, excellent. Well, it was lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And I hope to see you again during our next session.
Yeah.
And if you've got any questions, please feel free to email me. I'll give you my email address when we go up the front there
Thank you.
to the front desk. Okay.
Thank you for
Pleasure.
everything.
Thank you.